feel fat today, and now you feel fat today also. You're welcome. And now there's a podcast.
Welcome to I Feel Fat Today. I'm your host, Kelly Taylor. Thank you so much for joining me on another glorious Friday. If you're a returning listener, you may have noticed something a little bit different opening up the episode. That's right. We got a theme song now. Oh yeah, we're official. So exciting. Moving on up, making the show better every single week. I have a really quick intro for you, and then we're going to get right into it with our guest this week. I almost thought about holding this episode for a week only because it's been so crazy over here. But I thought, no, we get one more week left of the year. We gotta get this out. Well, that's not true. We have another week left of the year, but there will not be an episode on Friday the 27th. I will be traveling for the holidays, and I hope everyone enjoys their holidays with their family, their friends, their lonesome, whatever. Of course, the housekeeping before we get into the fun. Subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can have full video episodes like the one you're listening to right now or watching right now. Subscribe, like the episodes, comment on the episodes, let me know your thoughts, and that'll help us grow there. Want to subscribe to us on YouTube, head on over to Apple Podcasts where you can give us a 5-star review. Let the people know what you think about the show. It helps me. It helps you get your feelings off your chest. And it helps the people know that people have an opinion about this show. After that, head over to Instagram. You can follow the page there at I Feel Fat Today. And you can follow me, your host, Kelly Taylor, at Hello, This is Kelly. And if you want to send us an email, reach out to us at ifeelfattoday@gmail.com. All right, we're going to get into it with our guest, but not before I give a small update. I feel like I've been running myself ragged. Also, if the audio sounds a little bit weird, it's just because I'm recording directly into my iPhone. So just know that the audio quality of the episode will not be of what you're currently listening to. It'll be much better. And I had a first today at my job. So I've been with a new company, my day job. I've been with a new company. I started November 12th. And today is December 19th. So with Thanksgiving in there, we can call it, I've been at this job for about a month. And today, 1 month in, I cried at work. Oh, no. First time shedding tears about the new job. Starting off strong. She's starting. Yeah. And the worst part, it was in the office. I go to the office a few days a week, and I just got so overwhelmed that I became consumed with tears. And I think it was a few things. I was stressed out about the situation at work. I'm stressed about the fact that I have travel coming up, and there's so much to do, and nothing's done. Not a single gift has been bought. And I just am running out of time. But, so yeah, that happened. But luckily, I had therapy directly after, which I think was definitely a helpful thing. And but if you cry at work, don't feel bad, but don't make a habit of it. I'll tell you that. I always wish I could be one of those bitches that were like, I would never cry at work. And it's like, really? Tell my nervous system that. Because even though I'm just, having a conversation with someone where they're asking me why I did the thing that I did, I'm not getting yelled at. It's not a big deal. I feel like I am being sentenced to the electric chair. I don't know what you want from me. I'm just trying to survive. God, but it's okay. It all worked out. All's well that ends well. All right. We're going to get into it with my guest. Very funny guy. He's a great stand-up. Please give it up for the very funny Dane Rothenberg. And I
Did
feel
you know
like
I would come in such a loud T-shirt?
I kind of did.
Okay.
I kind of did. You do have that vibe. And a loud hat.
I love this hat.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
hat. Can I see?
I just got it.
Oh,
at,
yeah, you did. You wore that
I went to
over the weekend.
I wear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid
Nice.
in Memphis.
Whoa.
The largest American pyramid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's,
Some say the only.
yeah, it was built by the aliens
It was
or the Jews.
It was bit. What do you call someone from Memphis? Memphonian.
Yes.
It was built by the Memphonians.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the Memphis era.
From the Tennessee region of
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah. During the Memphonian time.
It was originally a basketball court. Is this what the podcast is normally about?
We're just easing into it.
Hell
We're
yeah,
just,
hell
we're gonna
yeah.
fluff them before we F them.
I like that.
Yeah,
Hell
and
yeah.
I think part of the reason why I knew I didn't have to send you some like pre-show questions was I asked some pretty invasive questions over the weekend, and you answered all of them
Oh yeah.
just like willingly. And I'm like, this guy.
Are you allowed to
down.
not answer questions?
Oh, you didn't know that was an option.
Like in life?
yeah.
Shit.
I too struggle with that.
Because like you just asked me a question, it's like, oh fuck, I guess this is where the truth comes out.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess he's fine telling me because he's telling me and he's not putting up a fight. So, yeah, I get me too'd with my interview questions. Like, she just kept asking and I kept answering. I didn't think I could say no. Anyways.
Get canceled for just a really invasive interview.
Yeah, for being very inquisitive. Like, sorry, I didn't know. You could always say no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Finn.
How many interviews do you do where it just gets interrupted by like, oh my god?
Every one. If not, oh my god, like loving his cuteness, it's him and the cat fighting, or he's chewing on something. One time he was chewing on like one of my guests brought like a fan like that you fan yourself with, and he was chewing on that, and I was like, oh my god. So everything. Sometimes we have to stop down to
Classic fan style.
classic fan style.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, I usually talk about this before we start recording, but we really just sat down and got right into it, like a really good Tinder date. I always apologize for the mess whenever someone comes into my apartment. I'm
way
like,
cleaner than my apartment.
and that's what everyone says, but I'm like, no, my closet is literally spilling out. But, again,
Oh, pshaw.
I didn't feel like I had to pretend to be someone I'm not with you. So
Oh yeah.
here we are.
Oh my God, our good friend Alex Tomaselli.
Yes.
He comes over to my apartment and he'll be like, For the audio only listeners, I swiped my finger across her table.
Yes.
And I inspected my finger for dust.
Yeah.
Accusatorily.
Something about Sally, former guest of the show, is when he levels up his lifestyle, he kind of expects everyone around him to do the same. He got in a little bit of a nicer apartment, and he's wondering why you don't have one too. Big fan of.
I've only ever had
Alex
nicer
Tomaselli.
apartments than him.
I'm sure. I've never been to your apartment. I was just
It's
going
the
on a guess.
nicest.
I'm sure. And you live alone, right?
I do.
That is the dream.
Oh
And you know what
my
I like
God.
about you? You will have like a nice apartment that you live alone in. You'll have like a good job that I fully think you earned, But
I didn't.
No, but you're
Thank
like
you, though.
But you like you don't cosplay being anybody. You are yourself, and you also are like, I'm lucky. I am like
100%.
you're very appreciative of what you have, and I think that is wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Really?
I used to have a lot less.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that is something. So
Pretty cool.
What do you mean when you say used to have a lot less? Like, what did life look like before
I used to live in a
apartment? You used to live in a tent?
Yeah.
What was that like? And what were the circumstances?
Sucked.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was living on my ex-girlfriend's parents' backyard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did they like you?
I mean, I was living in the tent, so they liked me that much.
Yeah, like enough for you to live on the property, but like
Not indoors.
not enough to be
Not an indoor
Yeah, not enough for them to
Nah.
be like happy that you were dating their daughter. Okay.
No, they would chain me up during the day, but they would let me out at night.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
They only replenish the water every like 3 days.
When they remembered. Kind
of like Vinny's setup here.
Yeah. And they had, you want to know what? They thought they were being cool. They had one of those water dishes that like feeds from the top.
Yes.
That just feeds my saliva back.
Yeah. It's a feedback loop.
Yeah.
Of saliva. That's disgusting.
They didn't do none of that.
They just let you live
feel
on
like
the
I
property.
have to be honest. They didn't do. I had to work for them. I worked landscaping for them for the longest time. That sucked.
Yeah. So it's not a tent; it's a studio, which is good.
Yeah, it's no longer a tent.
Yeah. That's like a studio is an indoor tent.
Essentially.
Yeah, but like with a bathroom.
Essentially, but and also like you can't hear and feel the wind at all times. Yeah, and all animals that go by, you're not very aware.
Oh my God, camping sucks.
It really does.
Anytime I've ever gone camping, I've been upset about it. Like a
hike is cool.
I love hike.
Yeah,
love a hike. No,
Oof.
the most I can do camping wise is something like elevated, like a step below glamping. Like I don't need total glamping where everything's luxurious and like we have,
I would go glamping.
Heat or AC. Like I would totally go glamping. I can do a step below glamping. Like I need to be on an elevated surface. If it's made out of wood, that's okay. But like I cannot be sleeping on the ground. But even when you're glamping, you're hyper aware of the animals. Like you could be staying like in like a log cabin and be like, a wolf could come and blow this down.
Oh yeah, it's overrated, the whole thing.
It's so overrated. I love connecting with nature. I love a hike.
Oh sure.
But I cannot do an overnight.
You know what I realized? Because I used to be the guy who would do a bunch of drugs in the woods, go camping. That was super fun. Mm-hmm. Some of the best times of my life. I had a great time. Loved it. But you know what I've learned? For about the same money, I can do the same in an Airbnb or just my apartment.
Right. Yeah.
It's about the same.
Yeah. Same experience.
I don't get ticks. Mostly.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Have you ever had Lyme?
You know what? I've gotten super lucky. I haven't gotten checked for Lyme's disease.
I feel like you would kind of know if you're like feeling ill.
I feel sick all the time.
I know you are a sicky boy.
I'm a sick boy.
You are a sick boy. But that means you go to the doctor a lot.
I go to the doctor way too much.
Yeah.
They recently gave me naproxen, and I am over the moon about my naproxen. Naproxen is the best. Everyone out there, naproxen is the best.
Exclusive. What is this?
It's like really strong Tylenol.
Oh, naproxen. I've had naproxen.
It's the best.
Yeah, I got it after like a root canal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, Percocet's the best.
Yeah, Percocet's the best. Yeah.
But this, you won't get high, and the urgent care will just give it to you.
And you will kind of just go to sleep.
Yeah, because you're not in pain, but it's the best.
Yeah. It does take that pain away.
The best.
So let's start at the beginning. So you're sick boy. You were a sick boy from the beginning because you have
more or less
because you have a heart condition, correct?
That we only discovered more recently.
Okay, because it felt the way you were describing it felt like something that was present since you were a child, but this is a more recent development.
Okay. Here's the fucked up thing. We've always known like, oh shit. Don't show Dane blood. Like, I was one of those kids. But then we didn't realize.
You need a fainting couch around you at all times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. And it's like, shit, I guess the kid's a big fan of naps.
Yeah. He's just tired.
He's just sleepy.
Go to bed earlier. What's the matter with you?
No, but then it would also come out when, like, my sister would get her ears pierced. Or if I didn't have enough food or water in a day.
If I didn't have enough nourishment, I'd pass out.
Am I allowed to vape in here?
Yes, you're
Woo!
fine. Yeah. That guy outside agrees.
I understand. I'm talking about how sick I am and I have a heart condition. I love this fucking shit too much. They tell me it's bad for me. I don't believe them.
Yeah, don't believe the hype.
Doctors, they just want to sell you. They're just agents of big health.
Yeah, that's it. Big pharma. Big pharma.
Big fucking big whoop.
Big whoop. I want to puff. Big whoop.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, I'm dying.
Yeah, actively.
Yeah, no.
No, not
I've
actively.
recently, I was a little dramatic online
Okay.
recently.
Oh, I love it.
I
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. What?
like-
Okay, what platform?
Instagram on my stories.
Instagram. Okay.
Cool guy Dane.
Cool guy Dane. Yes.
I don't know if people are going to listen to the end of the podcast. Put the plugs in now.
Yeah, put the plugs in now. Smart.
Put the plugs in now. Yeah, I after one of these tours, I was like really running ragged because like I like drove all night, and then I was like up the next day for like a fucking bullshit thing, and I just like I collapsed and I threw up, fainted, and I oh, it's okay, buddy, it's in the past. I went to the urgent care because I did take an edible that day,
Right,
you know,
right.
and I thought they were just going to be like, oh, you smoked the bad weed, pal.
Yeah.
Go home. Goodbye.
Right.
And they took one look at my EKG and they were like, you have to go to the emergency room now, tonight.
That like the fact that the urgent care gave you administered an EKG without prior authorization.
Is that a thing you're not supposed to do?
I just feel like one time I had to get an EKG done. Can't remember why. And I walked into the urgent care and I was like, oh, I need EKG. And they're like, no, you don't. And it was so hard to get it. But I guess maybe because you came in saying that you passed out.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. Okay.
It was like a last resort thing because they found nothing and they're like, we'll try one Hail Mary thing.
Okay.
And then they were like,
Thank
get
God
the
they
fuck out of
did.
here. Well, I mean, they found nothing at the ER. They just took a bunch of blood and I fainted again.
Oh my God, the ER does nothing. Wait, so you fainted.
The ER was kind of fun.
Really?
I really love being. It was like it's gonna be way too much money when the bill comes in. It's
Oh,
gonna kill me.
yeah.
It's gonna put me deeply in
Are
debt.
you insured? You're insured.
I'm insured, but it's still gonna fuck me.
It will, but you know what? You can take your time with
It
that
was
one.
really fun to be babied.
Were you babied?
They were babying me.
Yeah. Which
it
one?
was fun.
Did you go to a Manhattan ER?
Oh yeah.
I've gone to a Manhattan ER. There was a person in there like
Good.
bleeding. Yes. The many years, but pre-pandemic, there was like a person bleeding in the lobby. It was not a fun
Jeez.
experience. It was not a fun
Oh
experience.
yeah, mine was swanky.
Yeah,
They had,
I want to hear
like-
about the ER experience.
It's pretty standard.
So you walk in.
I walk in. They. Oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my God.
For the audio listeners, Finny is really putting it on right now.
You're so cute.
Finny is a therapy dog, so he knows that you're ill and is taking care of you.
It's also no fair. I used to be a dog trainer, so I know all the little tricks.
Oh my gosh, can I
Yeah.
employ you?
Okay.
Yes. Love. Oh, speaking of
I mean,
employing,
this guy's great. What do you want him to do?
yeah, just not bark all the time.
Oh, you know what's funny?
Mm.
That's like the one thing
No, you
everyone wants.
can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
How are you gonna?
Yeah.
What?
When he hears the gate, he hears the gate. He's gonna freak out about it.
He has the brain of like a 2-year-old
Yeah.
and one way of interacting with the world.
Right.
So like when there's anything going on, hey.
No, that's so true. And he really does. He just wants to be heard. You just want to be heard.
He just wants to be seen and understood.
Yes. Honestly, I hear you, brother. Speaking of employing, sorry, we're a little bit all over the place. We are going to get to your saga. The theme song at the top of the episode,
Oh yeah.
right? This guy, right
I
here.
did that.
I gave no direction. We mentioned
We
it
talked about it for a little bit on
for
tour.
a little bit, but like you, from what I even said, because we were talking about Reliant K, and we were listening to the song "Be My Escape," and I know that you do like jingles because you do Joe and Sally's jingles for their pod.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh, this could be something that you could make for me that's kind of in the style of like "Be My Escape," and we're kind of brainstorming, but we spent maybe 3 minutes talking about it.
The funny thing is, I completely forgot all of that.
Well, I could kind of tell, like when you made the jingle, like you kind of you still got the vibe
Oh hell yeah.
of it. Yeah, and no, it was amazing. I felt bad because you had emailed it to me, and I hadn't saw that you emailed it to me. So when I finally listened to it a few days later, I was like, what? Wait, I think I love this.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
So really sick. Speaking of sick, okay. So you I kind of want to I want to start from the beginning. You had a long weekend doing shows. You come
yeah,
home.
Yeah.
You take an edible. How many milligrams?
This is where I definitely fucked up. 100.
Okay, that is a lot.
It was a lot.
I feel like in the year 2024, people try to say that 100 milligrams is like, oh yeah, take 100 milligrams and go see a movie. Yeah, if I want to end up in the ER. Like for me, I was getting kind of like, I got to the point where I could maybe fucks with like a 30. No, if I go above 10 these days, like I'm acting stupid.
I regularly scramble my shit.
You regularly scramble.
I regularly take it too far. And like, dude, I fucking me and Sally went to see Heretic, that scary movie
Yes,
we
I wanna
saw
see
that.
that.
It was really fun.
Oh, nice.
We also went on an eighth of mushrooms.
Oh my God, that's so scary. Your heart can't handle that, Dane.
It was super fun.
Oh, your heart can't handle it.
I fell for every jump scare.
I'm sure.
I was laughing my
I did
face
that
off.
sober.
It was great.
Oh my God, terrifying.
Great fun. I love the theater experience. I
Yeah.
love being with a ton of people and like everyone goes, ah!
Yes, I did that with Long Legs, and that was really fun. That was super
I've
fun.
never seen Long Legs.
Oh, what?
Is it good?
You would love it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got to see Long Legs.
I gotta talk to my shrooms guy.
Yeah, honestly, that would be fun. But you know what fucks me up with doing drugs in a movie theater, which I kind of shouldn't. I don't think I have to worry about this in the city at least.
In case you have to get out.
No, but just the shooting. I get so scared about shootings. But I feel like I don't necessarily have to worry about that in New York.
You never freaking know.
I know you never
freaking
know. Yeah, that's
but I heard that people survived that shooting by laying on the floor.
I know.
Don't run,
I
just lay
know.
down.
Yeah, yeah. Just get there early so you can pick a non-kill seat.
I was once on the road with this young guy. I'm not going to name his name because I'm going to shit talk him a little bit.
Okay.
Young guy. He's not that young. He's like 20. And we got onto the topic of death.
As you do on the road.
And he was like, "Are you afraid of death?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, yeah. Who the fuck says they're not?"
Yeah, I have a healthy amount of respect for death. Yeah.
And he was like, "You should never fear that because, you never." And it's like, you 20-year-old.
No,
you
literally.
little shrimp munchkin.
I really don't want to talk to you until your brain has fully developed, which will not happen for another 5 years.
And in comedy, like, I don't have access to fully developed brains.
Right.
So often of the time.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare to meet someone in their 30s who's like, you want to know what? I'm going to give the entertainment industry a go.
Right. For sure. Yeah.
That fucking crazy delusion.
Yeah. Or to even stay in it long enough. Ugh.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
I'll complain about the people in comedy, like, till the cows come home. But, like, it's ridiculous to do this shit.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. I was thinking about how I feel like online all we see is people posting their accomplishments as people post. And I thought about like the next time I have I'll be doing comedy for 7 years in April.
Oh,
and
mazel tov.
I think it's 7. Yeah. It's 7 or 8. No, it's 7. And in April, which will be here rapidly approaching. And I thought about posting just how like 7 years in and like I kill myself to get a podcast out that no one listens to.
Nah.
And I have a comedy career that consists of hating myself at open mics and doing these weird brewery shows.
I've stopped doing the open mics.
I think I'm going to stop too. I had an experience earlier this week where I'm like, I cannot be doing this.
These brewery shows are the best.
Thank God for them. I love them.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to the guy. But yeah, and how, I mean, but then it's just like, I don't want to be complaining, whatever. But to stay.
I feel like he's going to watch it. Shout out Ron Heron.
Shout out Ron Heron. You're the fucking
you.
man.
Mwah.
Yeah, thank you. Ron provides.
God bless. He's going to watch this and be like, what the fuck did you not? HTTPS / heronentertainment.com.
You see,
Get
like
tickets.
You see the healthy amount of fear we all have.
He's a good boss.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I've had way worse. I'll tell you that.
I've had way worse.
But yeah, so to do this, you have to be like your brain, something missing. Something either beat out of you in childhood trauma or just never really never really developed completely.
Delusional enough that you are the shit.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen for you of all people.
Delusional enough, but like together enough as an adult.
Yes.
That you can feed yourself.
You can feed yourself. You can make your rent. You can pay your bills. You can take care of another living creature. You can, shower yourself, which a lot of comics can't get that part down.
Speaking of which, paying your bills. I was at the pharmacy picking up the stuff for the thing, the heart. And they denied me my fucking I don't even know what this thing is. Lidocaine something?
Lidocaine, yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck
Why?
it is. They were like, your insurance was like, nah. And I was like standing at the pharmacy, an adult who can like live alone in the city with no problems. I'm doing great. And I'm just there like, yo, they gotta kill some more of these fuckers. Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
No, literally. God, someone has to die for you to get your lidocaine.
Give me this fucking bullshit.
God.
I don't even know what it does.
Yeah, you literally don't even know what it does because the doctor doesn't tell you because they may not get paid by the insurance company, so they're not going to waste your time.
Doctors never found what's wrong with me.
No. Do you have a hole in your heart? What's happening?
I have no fucking idea. Okay, it's called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. It's like, I'm like the guy from Crank. That's pretty much it. I got like the electricity and my heart's all fucked.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I can't take a hot shower.
No.
Yeah.
No way. Why? Because it'll just relax you too much and you'll pass away?
I'll die.
Can you do hot yoga?
No, I can. But like that's when I fainted and threw up.
Oh, in the hot shower. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the timeline. Took an edible, 100 mgs you were just relaxing in that hot shower. Yeah, you were relaxing in the hot shower. You were in the hot shower for too long and you pass out. And that's the problem with living alone is help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, no, that was the fucked up things. I'm like super stoned. I call up my parents. I'm just like, do you call 911 and I leave the door open or what do I do?
Did you tell them that you took some drugs?
I did.
Oh no! Admitting to your parents you took drugs.
I did.
That's so embarrassing.
I committed the most freshman mistake.
Yeah, Dad. Were they like, God damn it, Dane?
They were pissed.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And that helped everything.
Long Island parents just irate at their 30-something son.
Paranoid Jewish elderly. I'm visiting them in a week.
Yeah, I mean for the holidays.
Going down to Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they're in Florida.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot. Yeah, they're no longer in. They did the thing.
They're no longer with us.
They're no longer with us in the tri-state area.
No, they're up and down. They go back and forth.
Yeah, they do the thing that every Jewish person does.
They're here when they want to.
Yeah. Why are we here now? It's fucking so cold. So yeah. So did they say make your way there on your own, like call an Uber? Or did you call an ambulance?
I called an Uber.
You called an Uber, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. And the fucking the urgent care was like, we need to call you an ambulance, and I'm like, are you gonna pay for that?
Yeah. No, you cannot call me an ambulance.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, that was dramatic. And then immediately after that whole thing, I was like, how do I use this to get booked more?
Oh.
You know? Because
okay.
like, dude, Tig Notaro did that famous fucking. No one even recorded it. You just have people's word to go by.
I know there wasn't any video.
Amazing.
I think there was audio.
There was an audio recording.
Yeah.
But still, what is that?
I know.
The fuck is that?
I mean, I don't even know if
podcasts aren't even audio anymore.
I know. I think that if that Tig Notaro thing happened in 2024 because there was no video, that might not have done anything for her or them.
Well, no, I mean, it didn't do numbers on its own. It did numbers because other comics were like, no, dude.
Yeah.
And like, one, she's still alive today.
Yeah.
Okay, it's great, fantastic, good for her, God bless. So happy she's with us.
Yeah.
Does she have like a big special that's really good?
I mean, it's hard to follow that one.
I guess I'm firing shots on someone I've never met who's probably real chill.
No, I think Tig is probably. I think
she's probably great. She's probably the best.
I also don't know if
is Tig still
she.
How do I pull a Tig? I think she just has short hair.
I know, but I get so scared because I just want to be respectful and I don't want people thinking I'm being a bigot.
What gender is Tig Notaro?
What's Tig Notaro's pronouns?
Female.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Siri's up to date on that. Siri's the final say on someone's.
Siri's just like, I don't know. They have short hair, so let's just go with they.
She wears flannel a lot.
It's like, is it top surgery or breast cancer? I don't know. Mad love to take, but I hear what you're saying of like, I want that thing. Like, I want to find out I just got cancer so that I can go on stage and like go viral over it.
But the answer I'm coming to with all that is like, you just got to make it hilarious.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Ugh.
I know, right?
Do your job. It's so annoying.
Especially because I'd rather, like, yeah, I had a stint where I was living in a tent.
Yes.
I had a stint in my heart. People always tell me, like, dude, why don't you talk about that on stage? And it's like, I don't fucking know what to.
How old were you?
I was 20.
25?
Something like that.
Yeah. And how long?
I was too old for it to be cute.
Too old for it to be, yeah, definitely too old for it to be cute. And how long did you do that?
It was until the winter.
Yeah. So like
Till the
spring,
a few months.
summer, fall. Yeah. Okay. So a few months living in a tent. I mean, I think about that kind of stuff too, because I definitely have stuff that I could probably draw on to make comedy, but like, I don't know. The stuff that I joke about is just kind of like.
Is that really what people come out to for their night out?
Right. You
know?
And it's like, if inspiration doesn't strike, you can't force it.
Yeah. And I always thought about stand-up comedy as like a simulation of being the life of the party. You know, it's a freaking cool ass night. Everyone's out and you have a microphone.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, you ever went to a party and someone was just like telling you the sob story of their life?
Right.
Oh no, your uncle committed suicide. Oh no, not your uncle.
Yeah. It's like, no, we actually can't wait till this person leaves and we can all talk about how like you went on and on and on about droning on about how your uncle committed suicide.
There was a hot girl at my college who like, if you talk to her, there was one of two stories. Her computer is broken and her uncle died. That's her thing.
How close were you with this uncle?
Close enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that was her fucking thing. You talk to Hannah, that's it.
Oh, Hannah.
You're locked in.
She's a Hannah. She can't help it.
Oh, she was hot.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Damn. I forget what we were saying. Oh, yeah, tragedy.
Rest in peace, uncle.
Yeah, rest in peace, Hannah's uncle.
I don't even know if that's a real name.
Let's hope it's not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope no one's going to be able to
No one's going to be able to find Hannah Perkins from SUNY.
Oh, God, you're getting close. Oh, man. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hear you. But so wait, so did you get dramatic on, like, did you tell this story on your Instagram story? What did the Instagram stories have to do with this? Yeah.
No, I got dramatic on the Instagram stories.
What did you
100%.
what did you say?
I just talked about what happened and then I was like, how do I get booked out of this?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
And a lot of people reached out and immediately I was like, well, I'm a big gay. This is
I'm a big dumb gay.
This is the wrong. Nope.
Yeah.
It's the wrong energy.
Yeah. No one's going to book you for that.
No.
I don't know how you're talking to the wrong girl about asking how to get booked. I have no fucking idea.
I'm done trying to get booked in this city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like for it to happen, but I think I have to pivot to sketches.
Yeah,
I have a sketch idea in my head I thought about this morning.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it pen to paper and like try to make it happen.
Hell yeah. Do you want to try to flesh it out on pod?
No.
Okay.
No. Let's
Have it be a
not.
surprise.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because I think I know what I want to do. It's just
Suddenly invited a bunch of boys over to.
He invited me as well. He invited me.
Me.
Well, because he was just sitting in my living room and he was saying how he invited Joe and I was like, Joe's not gonna go, and he's like, oh, you can come if you want.
I'm gonna destroy something he loves.
And I just was like, yeah. because in my head I was thinking like, yeah, I want to go, but I'm like, I'm gonna be the only girl, and like, now I'm podcasting, so didn't work out.
Excuse me.
You're fine. Is your heart okay?
No.
So, okay, so you have had health things come up. So like you're
Oh, always. I have arthritis. Did you know that?
no.
Yeah, I used to have to walk with a cane.
How old were you when this
I
happened?
was like 27.
27.
Yeah.
So would you go to bars and it's like, oh, that's the guy with the cane?
Yep.
Yeah, I would be into it for sure. I'd be so into a guy with a cane.
It's also just like, yeah, again with the fucking thing. Like, the way out of it for me, because I was too skinny, and my bones were grinding against each other.
Oh my
so
god!
I just have to like go to the gym and like gain weight.
Yeah.
And now that's sick. You know, I can like do shit and stuff.
So
and, like,
were you always a skinny marink your whole
oh
life?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So like an underweight child.
Yep. I was like a pale Victorian. Oh yeah.
Ghost.
I had a British accent. A papa.
Tiny Tim.
Oh yeah.
He had a cane too.
Classic Long Island child. Tiny Tim.
The Jewish Tiny Tim.
That's me.
Are you full Jewish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, full Jewish. Okay, so you didn't do sports.
Which is probably
when you were
where
a
all the health
child.
problems come from. Jews have like insane health problems because we're wildly inbred.
Well, I'll tell you this: my Jewish friends have health issues, but they all seem fabricated. They all seem of the mind. They all seem like, okay, this is coming
that
from
too.
a hypochondriac state. You know, like you think. Like Ben Kirschenbaum was on here. He says he's like, I have a fictional shellfish allergy. Like I literally think I am allergic to seafood when I am not.
He probably has a light shellfish allergy.
See, here's no, it's because his mom has one, so he thinks he has one. So he'll eat seafood and not have a reaction, but think he will, and he'll just spiral into oblivion. And so, like, that's just an example of, like, my Jewish friends have talked about, like, these various health issues. And I mean...
So no one feed him a bisque.
Across the board, every Jewish female in my life has some kind of not Crohn, but, like, IBS for sure.
They're old Crohn's.
Yeah. Not Crohn's. Crohn's is very serious. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if as adults are like, oh, I might have colitis or whatever.
I'm sure Crohn's is very serious, but it's also like my understanding of Crohn's is like, oh no, I can't eat bread.
Well,
I'm sure it's very serious.
It is very serious, and there is much debate if diet has a impact.
Oh, is that not the
on
gluten
it.
one?
That you're thinking of celiac.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's one of those diseases women have.
It's a very womanly thing. I'm surprised you don't have it.
I might.
Burn.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Wait.
So
So
that took me a while.
it's okay. It wasn't a very good joke. So, okay. As a child, you're also the youngest sibling with like a big age difference between your older siblings. And
Oh, yeah,
so
that
it's
was a
like
mistake.
you're just coming out with problems.
Oh yeah.
And so you have you're underweight, you're pale, you're a Victorian
British.
cycle. Yeah, you're British. You are just a
I'm
Victorian
in an
child.
iron lung.
Yeah, on an iron lung.
Oh yeah.
You have polio.
I'm 28.
So sports were out of the question.
No, my dad still wanted me to do sports, and I like had no interest in sports, probably because
Yeah.
like physically I can't, but like also just like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like he got his boy,
I think
and
I'm
it's
gay
you.
at heart. Yeah, no, for real, for fucking real.
I have a gay heart is so funny.
Oh man. And it's funny too because like he forced me into like musical theater and shit in high
Forced
school.
you?
Oh yeah.
Why force you into musical theater?
Because I would just spend all my time in my room playing video games.
So if you weren't doing a sport, you have to have some kind of extracurricular.
Some sort of something.
Well, that's great that he let you not that you want to do musical theater, but like it's great that he didn't just force the sports hand, because that is like traumatic.
By the time I was forced into musical theater, the sports, you had to
concede.
you had to like be good enough to get on the team.
Oh.
It wasn't, you couldn't just walk on anymore.
I went to a high school that was like a joke. So like you could just,
Sports were huge in my high school.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
In a Long Island high school, they were like,
We had one kid, Joe Chamish. That's his real name. And this kid, he was like a wrestling prodigy. Like he could kill an adult.
He could pin a sucker down.
He was a scary dude. He was my friend. And like they would let him do anything he wanted. He wasn't even a bad kid.
Right.
But he just had way extra privileges.
Yeah,
that
he
no
just
one
would
else
leave
did.
the school to go get lunch and bring it back.
Do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
Because also he was like the best wrestler in the state.
Right. He had all the glory.
Yeah, and then I never. This is good for a podcast.
No, this is great. This is great. No, so okay, so yeah, you sports wasn't an option. Did you like to do the plays?
I did. I didn't like the attention. I was the only boy in my grade who did the plays.
Oh, really?
So I immediately was class thespian, which all the kids called me class lesbian.
Yeah. Thespian, lesbian. I'm sure that for your weary bones, that probably helped.
They teased me so.
Yeah. Especially because, like, in a Long Island high school in the 2010s, it's like everyone's orange and you're just like see-through. You're translucent.
Oh, man.
So were you ever self-conscious about your like physique and your health and all that? Like
always.
Did you ever like sort of act out because of it? Did you try to be class clown? Did you try to fall into the background? Like what was happening for young Dane?
I was a big class clown.
Big class clown.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I would cut my hair with safety scissors. I would let my friends cut my hair. Drawing on me, drawing on my shoes, drawing on all my clothes.
Yeah.
We did all sorts of stupid stuff. Oh, man. One time while acting out in college, I...
Not as cute.
I was never cute. I started stealing beer from the Stop and Shop because my roommate, his girlfriend showed him how to do it, and then he showed me how to do it. And I went crazy stealing every single day from that Stop and Shop. And I would either give the beers away to my friends or just sell them at the parties for like badass points. And
yeah.
Ooh, cute doggy.
Yeah. So it was like
then
you
I
felt
got
cool
arrested
doing it.
and kicked out of school.
Tell me what happened.
Oh yeah. So one time, so there was two neighboring. Oh my god, he's so cute! He's so cute! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my stupid heart! Oh. I got arrested.
For what?
For shoplifting.
Oh, that's a tough one. They really arrested you? Oh, because you also were underage.
Okay, so it was going on for months at this point. I would go to the Portchester Stop and Shop. No, it was the White Plains Stop and Shop because it was super rundown.
Hate.
White Plains is a wild city because like the mall in White Plains, like still, I'm pretty sure to this day, still has posters for Spider-Man 2 up. Like not updated since, what is that, 2007?
Right.
Wildly out of date city. Anyhow, I would steal every day there. And then one day we went to Portchester for some other reason. And my friends are all there, and some party's going to start. And I don't have time to go to the White Plains. Stop and Shop. I went to the Stop and Shop in Portchester, and I point out a man, a portly man with a white collar shirt. And I go, that's the manager. We shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, oh, come on. Because I always had this plan. Like, if anyone ever stopped me, I would be like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. And then I'd smash the beer, and I'd run, and it'd be a fucking thing. Okay, so that guy stopped me. That guy that I pointed out was the manager.
Yeah.
He stopped me, and I was like, oh, okay, Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. And he called the cops. They fucking arrested
that portly
me.
fuck.
Because they were like, we have another one of our chains keeps getting robbed. and you look like the kid from the security cam.
You had a racket going and they were onto you.
100%. Oh, big time.
So was it like one of those things how like everyone online is like, oh, don't steal from Target because they'll let you steal and all of a sudden you have a felony? Was that like the case?
Actually, I got lucky that I did it at the second one because the first one was building that case. Wow, and the second one
over Natty Ice.
Me. Yeah. It would also be like meat and stuff.
Oh, yeah, because you were also trying to survive.
It was just like kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys eat a lot, especially you sound like you had to eat a lot.
Yeah,
so.
I ate a stupid amount of food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like divine intervention that you got popped at the White Plains one because the other one eventually was gonna like wring your neck.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Isn't that crazy how that works out? Because it's like your parents are mad and they're gonna kill you, but it could have been way worse.
Could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
And like at the time I was pissed, but like in hindsight, I wasn't doing shit.
Right.
At school.
Right.
You know.
Oh yes, you got kicked out for that.
Oh yeah, I got kicked out of college.
How you were what, a sophomore, freshman, junior?
Sophomore, junior, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I would have had a mental breakdown if that happened to me.
Yeah, sort of did. I started doing comedy after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and like now look at you. You have a studio apartment in New York City. How many SUNY grads can say that they have that?
Probably a lot of them. There are a lot of Nepo babies in there.
Yeah, but it's because their parents are paying for it.
True.
So, you know.
I'm employed by my parents. It's not much different.
It's still different. It's still different because you are earning your keep. You're earning your keep. You're not just like being handed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I believe that. I think, but that's also why I appreciate how like you recognize how like you're not somebody that's going to be like, oh, I pulled myself up from the bootstrap.
Well, no one
Daddy employed me. You know, like
no
you're
one
not.
would fucking believe that.
And
I'm not good enough of a liar.
Right.
To get a. Oh my God! Can you imagine? I came through. Yo, it's me, Danny from the streets.
I don't think it's about being a
From
good
the
enough
block.
liar about it. I think it's just being good enough at believing your own delusion that is your story. Because so many people that get some success and say that they come from nothing have believed that they came from nothing, even if, you know, their parents paid for their college.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like.
No hate if your parent paid for your college. That's fucking sick.
Totally. But it's like also like, I don't know. So much of art is the story of how it comes to you.
Right.
And I feel like we've heard the story of the great man who freaking against all odds. Oh, they tried to keep him down, but oh no.
Right.
Oh, it's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And like, why invent some fantastical fiction when like, I don't know, the real world's crazy. You're such a cute dog.
I do think though that being like a chronically fainting child isn't like the easiest cross to bear.
It's also like I got diagnosed with being a big pussy. You know, like, oh no,
Totally.
I have to hydrate and like maybe take it easy on the drugs.
Yeah, yeah, and like make sure
What
you
a
get
burden.
you get a few hundred extra calories in.
Yeah.
It's like we all feel so bad for you.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, when Jonah Hill, the fucking with the Apocalypse movie, this is the end, and he has to eat the Snickers. He fucking, I have low blood. Oh my God, that's so real.
I watched Paul Blart Mall Cop recently.
Oh my God,
because you know, like Finney actually stepped on the remote. Talk about divine intervention. Finney stepped on the remote and it just like flipped on a random like Samsung movie channel. There's like
those are fun.
Yeah, I love those channels. The free
Wild
ones
stuff.
that come with the TV. And he flipped on the movie channel, and Paul Blart had like just started.
That is such an underrated movie.
It is an underrated movie. I text because
weird movie.
That movie came out right around the time that I got my driver's license, and I took my little brother, who's 6 years younger than me, to the movies to see Paul Blart. And so like that movie always has like a special place in my heart because of it. And I texted him and I was like, guess what's on? He's like, Paul Blart's such an underrated movie. I remember at the time not thinking it was that funny. I rewatched it. It's pretty funny.
It's not like a a comedy movie of its time.
Right.
It's like a weird drama that is funny
Yes.
but is dramatic.
Yeah. I was like a little like what's gonna times like, you know.
Oh my god, I had this roommate back in the day who like was a super movie guy. And one time he made me watch all of Paul Blart while he watched me watch it. And then at the end he was like, "So do you get it?"
Oh my god, did he tell you what it was like an allegory for?
There's like a theory online that at the 2/3 point of the movie, Paul, oh no, wait a minute. I'm thinking of Observe and Report.
Oh my god.
I just said Paul Blart is a drama.
Yeah, well,
You just let me say Paul Blart is a drama.
I mean, have you seen Paul Blart? I mean,
I saw it once.
a mall is getting robbed, and
Oh no!
he's like, at the 2/3 point, his daughter comes into the mall to bring him his lunch, and then all of a sudden there's like his daughter becomes a hostage. So yeah,
I'm like, shit, Observe and Report. You see that with your younger brother? All right, cool, okay.
I've never seen Observe and Report.
It is a weird, dark movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Bad Santa of Paul Blart.
Okay. All right.
Only Bad Santa's funnier. Observe and Report is like, it's like Seth Rogen's Taxi Driver.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't have much to say because I've never seen Observe and Report.
It's a
and I've
weird
only seen Taxi
movie.
Driver once, and I was too young.
It's like if Paul Blart was a very serious drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Stupid movie.
Yeah. Oh wow, that went off the rails. Wait, what were we saying? Not before Paul Blart. Before that.
Open mics are terrible.
Yeah, no, that awful.
I always tell people this, and like, so many people out there listening might not have ever been to a New York City style comedy show, but it's kind of becoming a thing in larger comedy scenes where it's showcase style.
Yes.
Where you get like an open mic, maybe on some the worst nights, 15 acts.
Right.
Holy shit. Hey, people out there, would you watch a movie written in 5-minute chunks by like 25 different people? Huh?
Awful.
The worst night you can ever have.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's very soul sucking, and the problem with open mics, and like we'll probably have to either move or end soon because this is going to be too inside baseball. But like, I find that I'll come to an open mic with an idea that is met by crickets because you're performing to other comedians, and like, if I have a job about having a corporate day job, that's not really gonna land on a lot of open mic comedians because a lot of them aren't even employed.
No, they're not.
You know,
No, they're
so it's
fucking
like I can't talk to you about my job in sales and how that makes me feel and my observation of that. Because you don't know what that's like. And then it's like, okay, so that bombed at an open mic to a point where I'm like, why am I fucking doing this? I'm an unfunny piece of shit. And then it's like, well, let me try it on at a show. And then I do it at a show, and it gets reception from people because it's like, oh, these are people with jobs. So it's like at a certain point, it does kind of feel like open mics are detrimental.
They're
to the
cool
process
when you have nothing and are nothing.
Yes.
But once you got a little bit of something,
just a little bit, though.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Just honestly, it doesn't take much because it's like you outgrow them pretty quickly.
Oh my god.
Usually this is when Finney starts barking. He kind of like knows when we've hit an hour, which is weird.
Have we hit an hour?
I don't think we're at quite an hour. It's 7:28 now, and you got here a little bit after 6:30. So
word.
Not that we need to like fill an entire hour. It's very fast and loose here.
Word.
But there's just a little bit more that I want to ask you about being a sick child, being small and scrawny.
Yes.
And like, you know, because I feel like that's the other side of the coin when it comes to like, I fucking hate the term body positivity, but like that's the other side of the coin of having insecurity. Like, were you insecure about that?
No, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like a big part of like being a dude being manly is like, oh, dude, I can wrestle, I can freaking do whatever, freaking shock my heart.
Right. Yeah, you can handle it. And was your dad like a machismo guy?
Like not so much. Like there's definitely more doodly guys out there, but my dad's a huge sports guy.
Yeah. So to have a kid that like doesn't even have a favorite baseball team.
But Papa, I'm autistic.
But Papa, I need to lean on the bat to walk. I cannot swing it. If I swing it, I'll fall over.
Oh my God.
No, for sure.
It's crazy because like for the longest time I would just have fainting episodes and my body hurt. And like no doctors would tell me what was up. So I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah. You're like Bubble Boy.
Yeah. Dude, doctors freaking suck.
Especially when it's like mystery diagnosis, disease unknown. It's like, you guys are useless to me.
Ugh.
Absolutely useless. So you spent expensive, yeah. So you spent a lot of your life just not knowing what was wrong with you. And did you ever hit a point where it was like, oh, this is why I'm emaciated? Like you found out you had low iron, or like when was the time, or like was this recent?
I'm constantly getting those.
Really?
Constantly.
Yeah.
I might be autistic. That or like a hypochondriac.
The autistic part kind of feels like the least of your problems, if I'm going to be honest.
Probably.
You know, like your physical anatomy seems to be like an issue.
It's like I'm bleeding out and I'm like, guys, I'm gay.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
It's like, you're skinny. Shut up. Guys, I'm gay.
I'm dying in a bed and I'm just like, guys, I figured it out. I'm a greaser. That's the identity that completes me.
Guys, I figured it out. I want a career as a content creator.
Yeah. Oh God. Have you ever like seen like a bunch of guys in their 30s get together and decide that they're gonna go viral? That's my favorite. That's my favorite of all time. They've decided that they're going to be wildly successful. Yeah. Good for you.
It's all about having dreams.
3 guys never touched a computer in their life. We're gonna make a go of it on the internet.
And they do, and they're successful, and they like tour with their podcasts and their bands.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but it's like you ever come across those videos online of like guys like dancing in line and like making faces at the camera?
I love those.
It's like, it's this or OnlyFans. Like, you got to make a decision. You got to figure out which part of your soul to sell.
God, I wish I was one of those people who was just like, there's this girl on TikTok that I found who has a sourdough starter. I'm pretty sure it's named Gloria. And like, that's it. She's famous because she has a sourdough starter with a funny name. But like, I watched like 2 hours of her content today.
Yeah.
Just like, shit, I don't know. Keep talking. I don't know. You just have a funny way of speaking, lady.
Right. And you just want to know all about that sourdough starter. Yeah. There have been people on TikTok that I initially started watching their videos out of hate because I'm like such a hater. And because I consumed so much, I became a fan. Oh,
yeah. AJ and the Drizzler.
I've
become an earnest fan of that enterprise.
Don't tell me that. Oh, I don't blame you because it's like you're but a human, but no, dude.
I am but a man.
You am but a man. And like that, it is really bad content though. That is like.
It is the most garbage content and they do it so earnestly.
They do it very earnestly.
I love low culture.
Yeah. I mean, you are from Long Island.
Yes.
So lest we fucking forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. It just makes me happy.
Yeah, you know what? And
I don't think about it deeper than that.
I think that, yeah, AJ and the Rizzler might not be something I can get on board on, but there is so much that I love that I'm sure people just think is like the lowest brow. Any reality television show.
I love how stupid it is. I love how you can put no effort in.
Yes.
And it still works.
Right. If
I
it
love
hits,
that.
it hits. Yeah.
I love it.
And then all of a sudden your whole brand is having a sourdough starter. Like, that's fucking beautiful. Like, and it's one of those things where it is so hard to compete in this society. It is so hard to live in this world. Everything is so expensive. All of it is just so difficult. Like, we're at the point where CEOs are getting shot in the back of the head because it's like people are just at their wits' end. So that when someone has success in a way that like is seemingly so easy and random, it's like, how do you not champion that? Because we're all just trying to survive.
Love
you
it.
know,
Love it.
we're all just trying to like take an edible and not pass out. Like, it's just so hard to
Speak
do
for
even
yourself.
that. That's like part of how you get off is just like, no,
yeah,
I
I'm a
like the
flatliner.
pass. Yeah. Not by choice. Not by choice.
Oh yeah, did I ever tell you I've seen The Other Side?
No, you had an NDE. Don't tell me you had an NDE. You can't tell me this far into the podcast you had a near-death experience. Tell me what happened.
Yeah,
What was her name?
Craziness. Oh yeah, John. Senior year of high school, they allowed you to take off pretty much a half day of school if you donated blood.
Oh, okay.
They took all the blood from me.
All that you had to spare.
They took all my moisture. And I looked skinny.
You probably looked runway ready. Like, you
Oh
looked
my
amazing.
god, pale, just dry. Dude.
I'm literally thinking of SpongeBob in that one episode when he's in Sandy's house.
Oh yeah, water. So good. They put a cotton ball on my arm and they put it over my head and they say count down from 10, and when you get down from 10 you call us over, we'll be back, we'll fix you out. I'm like, easy peasy. 10, 9, and then I'm on the beach somewhere. I'm like,
oh no, Grandma.
I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm just like, man, this is gonna be sounds super fucking gay of me. The video game Death Stranding accurately predicts what I saw in that NDE.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm pretty sure you all go to the beach when you die.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so you 10, 9 beach. And you
and
were
I'm just
chilling.
like staring at the sun. My eyes are slowly blinking. The water is warm and wet. And
did it feel amazing?
Felt amazing. And all of a sudden, a bunch of nurses are screaming at me. And turns out I'm warm and wet with my own blood.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, they sent me home. And my parents were like, that was weird.
You didn't go to the hospital?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you just experienced peace. Were you like, they brought me back?
A little bit.
Because it was that nice.
It was so sick, dude.
So when that 20-something asked you if you fear death, it's like, it's kind of amazing.
Well, that was part of my answer for that. Because no, I don't fear the state of being dead.
Right. Right.
I fear potentially a long and painful road there.
Oh, I just got
know
chills.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My heart just like.
Don't fuck with that.
Wait, can I get it? Wow. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't fear the state of being dead. I fear a long road there. Yeah, like as in like anything from like a horrid, health diagnosis that like you're on hospice to like you are, kind of like getting mugged and like, oh, I'm gonna die, but
you
like,
hit the wrong vein with your fentanyl. And
right.
It's taking just that much longer
yes.
to do the job.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
For sure.
By the way, I'm selling fentanyl now.
Oh.
Okay. The plugs. Fent.
Yes. Use code IFFT. Just message Dane. We're a sponsor. Oh gosh, don't do Fent, people.
Yeah, that stuff's expensive.
Is it? I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that's why it's a problem.
I joke about it. I've never done it.
Dane, if I've ever met one person in my life who should never touch a drug like fentanyl,
it would make me too powerful. I would be so funny,
effect.
dude.
You become the Hulk. You're just like giant. You literally just told a story about how you almost died. How you did die giving blood. Wait. I know. I'm sorry.
I don't think they pronounced me dead.
I was going to say, you didn't flatline necessarily, but you did just like.
I went somewhere.
You went somewhere. But you were bleeding out.
Oh, yeah.
You were bleeding out. So, like, were you. If I saw a kid in my gym, were you in like a gymnasium?
It was a gym. Oh, yeah.
If I saw a kid in the gymnasium just spatting blood everywhere out of its like
well, it was like a whole don't blood donation drive. It wasn't like I was just there in the gym. My friend had a Ziploc baggie of blood.
No, I'm aware, but still, like, even with the privacy curtain, it's like that is like gory.
Yeah.
Do you think you just maybe didn't because you maybe like blacked out? You don't really remember.
Remember what?
Like, do you remember leaving the scene? Do you remember seeing blood?
I remember being covered in blood and then sitting at the table with the cookies. And
like, eat these.
Exactly. And I ate a bunch of cookies and I went back to class. And then my friends were like, dude, you probably could have went home. And I'm like, yeah, I think I got to go home, teachers.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't let me home.
They wouldn't let you go home?
Nah.
Why?
They assumed I was faking it because I had like a smirk on my face, like, check this out.
Did you have a change of clothes?
No.
You were in bloody.
Just covered and, yeah.
Folks, this has been our episode this week. It's been lovely.
I didn't even get to talk about my time in prison.
Come on. I was going to say, Jesus Christ, Dane. Oh, my God. That's insane. Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. Thanks for
coming
me.
on. You have so much history to speak on, and I loved our conversation.
Can you believe I'm not more accomplished?
I mean, you gotta flush that out. Wow, Finn, that was delayed reaction. Joe was like fully in the apartment before Finn realized.
Our dog.
That is so funny. Yeah, and that's with that.
Goodbye, internet.
Wait, cool guy Dane.
Oh yeah, cool guy Dane.
That's it.
that's my I just say cool guy. That's my handle on the social media.
On all the socials. You can find his stuff in the description of the show notes. And we'll let you know next time we hit the road, because we've been doing some gigs together, which is fun.
Road fun.
Yes. Amazing. All right. Until next week. Bye.
Bye, internet.